Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Jasmine with Ethereal Pathways. I'm going to do another channel collective message to see what the collective needs to know at this time for their highest and greatest good. Um, and we'll just see, what comes through. So I've already cleansed the space as I always do, with some Palo Santo and some prayers before I recorded. I started to see, and I'm going to write this down. I started to see a rainbow. And I don't know if that's a sign of significance for somebody, but I saw this before I sat down to, after I set my intention for early messages to start to come through for the collective. And I don't know if that's a sign or synchronicity for somebody, but rainbow. I did get that, so I'm writing that down. Okay. And so I always say, take what resonates for you in my messages and leave what doesn't for somebody else, because I will a lot of times channel different words of confirmation, messages for different people. Okay. And it may not resonate for you, but just take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. Also, it doesn't matter when you're watching this video, however long ago I posted. If you were guided to click on this video, then there's probably a message in here for you. I do not believe in coincidences, and I always have the intention when I record and post these videos that those who need to hear these messages finds them in divine timing when they're supposed to. So, okay, I'm going to take a few moments here to tap into the energy and allow the messages and words of confirmation to start to come through. Spirit, what messages does the collective need to know at this time for their highest and greatest good to help them on their spiritual awakening and ascension journey? I just heard the word proctor. I don't know if somebody is getting an exam or you're a proctor for exams, but again, take it however it resonates, if it does resonate for you. Getting seagull again. You can look up the spiritual meaning of a seagull if you haven't done that already, and there might be a message there for somebody um, on your journey. I heard Macon. I don't know if that's Macon, Georgia, or again, just take it however it resonates. Okay, I'm getting a message, and what I'm hearing is remember where you came from. So this is probably the divine just asking you to remember where you came from, where you started from on this journey. Um, like when you first started awakening to spirituality, maybe, and you started questioning things. But look back at your life and look at your where you started from, even as a child, just however you're guided to. Okay, use your intuition. I always say that with my messages. Please use your intuition. Don't try to make things fit. I'm just going to say that right now. If it doesn't feel like if it doesn't feel like these messages are speaking to you, then don't leave them for somebody else. But I always say don't try to make them fit either. So you'll know if something is meant for you and if it resonates with you. Again, use your intuition. But I feel like you're being asked to go back and look at your humble beginnings, look at where you started on this journey, even, as back as far as a child, and look at your progress, look at the things that you have accomplished in this life, and look at, I just heard in my mind somebody saying, well, I've accomplished a whole lot. Okay, so for you, don't look at it that way. Okay, just erase that thought if that went through your head when I said that, because your thoughts are so important. Okay, even though you may not feel like in your ego mind, your ego, okay, your logical self, your human brain may not feel like you have accomplished much in this life. Your soul knows what lessons you have learned in this life. And that's what I'm talking about. Not, you know, what you materially have accomplished in this life. Okay. I'm talking about the spiritual is what I'm getting. Is this message I'm getting. Look back at these lessons that you've learned in your life. Could be from, hard lessons from relationships, having proper boundaries, looking for red flags. It could be, again, learning just spiritual things. Like, what about spiritual concepts? How have your belief systems changed? Have they changed? Just different things like that. And look back at where you started and look at where you're at now. I feel like that's just a message in general, for people. Just a reminder, gentle reminder to periodically look back at where you started and where you're at now, and know that you have accomplished certain life lessons that you came here to accomplish. Just, I feel like some people are questioning why they're not at a certain level, or they're not at a certain place in their life at this time in their life. And that's not the important part, is what I'm getting to share. That's not the important part. The important part is your soul self, okay? Your inner self, your heart. What lessons have you learned in this life? That's the important part, okay? We may not have planned, we do, whether you believe it or not. I thoroughly believe, and I respect any and other people's beliefs. If they don't believe the same, I don't judge. But I thoroughly believe that, before we come into this life, before we incarnate into this life, we select our soul group, what positions we're going to incarnate and teach each other, what lessons we're going to teach each other along the way. We're going to help each other learn certain lessons and grow in this life. And yes, I do believe in past lives, okay? They actually happen simultaneously. They don't happen in the past. There's no time, okay, in the spiritual realm. That's only an ego construct, mind construct. So, all these other lifetimes can be happening simultaneously. And there's certain core lessons that you're trying to learn and grow from, to raise in frequency, to go to higher levels of existence and dimensions. And we all have an oversoul, which is our higher self, that is up in the higher realms with the divine and celestials. And, we can receive information from our higher self. We can speak to our higher self and connect within and to the divine within us. Okay. And a lot of times we don't see the progress that we've made in our life, and we feel like we haven't accomplished a whole lot. And I feel just really heavy. Like, I almost want to cry the way I'm feeling, but I just feel really guided to share this message. I feel like some people are just doubting what they've accomplished in this life, and they feel like they just haven't accomplished a whole lot, what they wanted to accomplish. But don't look at it in a material sense. Don't look at it as, all these goals that your ego mind wanted to accomplish, whether it be, a certain job, or earning a certain amount of money, or owning certain homes, or whatever. Okay. Look at it from a spiritual point, because that's the important part in this life, is where have we learned lessons spiritually? So maybe take stock of that. Okay. You're just being asked to take stock of that and periodically do this, to, especially when you're in a state of doubt about your accomplishments and, not being where you want to be, because that's really just an ego judgment. Your soul knows the path, and your soul knows the way, and you have guides and you have angels that assist you in staying on your path and learning certain lessons. You may not learn all the lessons that you set out to learn in this lifetime, but you will learn a good portion of them, and you will still accomplish a lot of what you set out to learn. Okay. So I just feel like some people needed to know that. Spirit, what other messages and signs of confirmation do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know for their highest and greatest good? Please and thank you. Thank you for these wonderful messages. I'm hearing curly or curly hair. Maybe some of you have curly hair. Curly could be a nickname or something as well. I just heard a stronghold. Spirit, is there a message with this word stronghold? I feel like there might be a message there. I am getting a sense of there being strongholds in people's hearts right now that are being asked to be broken open, or are being in the process of being broken open, like walls, strong walls around your heart. your heart space, your heart chakra are being cleared at this time and asked to be cleared. And you're being asked to, and this has been coming out a lot in recent, messages that I posted, that Archangel Chamuel has been working with assisting people in clearing their heart space and healing their broken hearts from relationships, from past hurts and other relationships in general. Really, it doesn't have to be romantic, but Archangel Chamuel has really been working with the collective right now to assist in healing these old wounds, and is there to assist you if you just let go and allow the walls to come down. In your prayer and meditation time, allow the walls to come down and allow your heart to be healed. There is assistance there if you ask for it, but you have to ask for help. Your guides and your angels and the divine is always there to help, but you have to ask. You have to allow them to come in and assist. Just being guided to say that. So I'm going to write that down. And that's, again, a lot of that could be forgiveness. A lot of you could be, being asked to forgive others that have really hurt you. And it can go as far back as your childhood and your parents, okay? There's a lot of childhood trauma being healed, I feel like, at this time, but also any kind of heart trauma and pain and suffering that you've gone through due to any kind of a relationship, okay, is being asked to be let go of at this time so you can heal, so that the angels and your guides and the divine can assist you in your healing journey, so you can heal and move forward and come into the abundance, come into, the love, and learn how to love yourself, okay? Because that's a form of self-love, is letting go of those past hurts and forgiving those people so that even if they do come back, they don't trigger you like they used to. You're being asked to let go of that so that you can move forward with your life and be happy, because your angels, your guides, the divine wants you to be happy, okay? And if you're not allowing these past hurts to be let go of, then you are holding yourself back from your own happiness. It's a choice, okay? If you don't feel like you're ready, I've said this before, that's why I say it again. If you don't feel like you're ready, then that's okay, but you're still being asked to let that go, okay? So when you feel ready to let that go, then please allow and ask your angels and your guides and the divine to come in and help heal your heart and allow that, and release it to the divine, release that past hurt and that person to God in love and light for their highest and greatest good, okay? Very emotional. Spirit. What else does the collective need to know at this time for their highest and greatest good? Any other signs of confirmation? Sherry, getting the name Sherry. If I don't spell your name correctly, still take it as a sign of confirmation, because I only spell it the way I think it needs to be spelled, okay? But if you hear your name or you see your name on the channeled names or the channel words of confirmation and signs of confirmation page that I post on my community page on my YouTube channel, and it's not spelled right, then just know that that's still a sign of confirmation for you, even if it's not spelled the same as your name, okay? Just take it as a sign of confirmation. I heard Margot and Margaret. Tom, Thomas, Mark, Gary, Ralph, Sebastian. If your name isn't called, doesn't mean this isn't your message, okay? These are just extra signs of confirmation for certain people. Even if your name wasn't called, there may be a message in here for you that was still for you. Robbie, Robert, but I think that that's a nickname maybe for Robert. Stacy, Charmaine, Cassandra, I don't know, I'm getting Roman or Romania. um, I'm getting Simon and Garfunkel. It could be a sign of synchronicity for somebody. Hearing rest. Heard that the other day, that rest was really important right now. Rest as much as you can. Listen to your body. Your body, energetically, your body and your spirit are going through a lot of energetic changes and shifts, and you're getting a lot of downloads and upgrades, like light code upgrades. So the rest is really important right now as you're going through like changes in your energetic body and your body. Okay. Because it has to integrate these changes and it takes a lot out of the human body. And until the calibration is complete with the new frequencies coming in, you're getting a frequency upgrade. Okay. A lot of us in the collective are going through that at this time. With these major shifts going on, the planetary alignment and things that, you're going to need the rest is what I'm getting. And that's what came out the other day. Okay, what else, Spirit? What other signs of confirmation do you have for the collective at this time? This might be a little bit longer of a message I'm getting. Potentially. We'll see. I heard the name Callie. I'm seeing a black cat. I don't know if someone has a black cat. Um, or is maybe you're guided to look up the spiritual meaning of a black cat, or you're in black cat energy, you're feminine in black cat energy. Okay, just take it as it resonates. I think it's going to be different things for different people on that one. Heard Route 66. I'm hearing the number 77, 711. Is there maybe signs or synchronicities you're seeing, like repeating numbers, or these numbers may be significant for some of you? 86, 99, 23, 10, 10, 12, 12, 144, 88. And I did hear 188, so some of you maybe you're seeing that number too. Me too. I think I'm hearing the name Wiley. I know I heard Charmaine earlier, but now I'm hearing Charlemagne. So maybe it's another name. Carla, other messages that need to come through for the collective at this time for their highest and greatest good. Any other messages? I just heard remain calm. And, with that, remain calm, you are safe. So I guess somebody need to hear that. Help is on the way. Someone has regrets and remorse for having treated you a certain kind of way. So there may be a message that comes out with my confirmation cards here in a minute when I pull those, um, for someone or a group of you, and they want to make amends. They want to at least apologize. So they may be coming forward soon to do that. Again, it's in divine timing when they're ready. They may be still working on themselves, working on their solar plexus, get the courage to come forward and try to figure out how they're going to communicate this to you in divine timing. But this is current energy. Whenever I pick up on these messages, it's always current energy, okay? And I've said this before that energy can shift based on our free will choices at any time. So if we choose to completely change course, these things can, change. But I do believe that if some certain things are destined to come in, they will come in divine timing, okay? Anything else, Spirit, before I move to the message cards? I just heard all is forgiven. So I don't know if somebody needed to hear that. All is forgiven. That's a message for somebody. All is forgiven. We love you. You are loved. Anything else, Spirit? Any other signs of confirmation before I move on to the message cards? Please and thank you for these messages. seen a giraffe. Maybe look up the spiritual significance of a giraffe. Or again, take it if it resonates. Maybe you're at a zoo or you're around giraffes or you like giraffes. So, but you can also look up the spiritual significance for a giraffe if you feel guided to. I'm seeing also, one more thing, I guess, before I move to cards. I'm seeing some kind of a weaver bird. I don't know what kind of weaver bird this is, but they weave these nests. I believe they're in like Africa, and they weave these little nests that hang from the branches. Like they just make them out like out of dead, grass or whatever. And they weave these intricate nests that have like a false entry for like snakes or whatever, so they can't, find their babies. And then they have like a real entrance that kind of slumps over. It's like a bag, like a hanging bag, weave bag. I don't know what kind of weaver bird this was. I think it's a weaver bird. So maybe look up the spiritual significance of those birds. If you look up the weaver bird, like in Africa, that make these kind of intricate nests, you maybe look up the spiritual significance of that type of bird. Okay. Anything else before I move on? I just heard romance. So a lot of you may have a incoming romantic relationship or romantic partnership, but romance is coming in soon, and obviously in divine timing, as I always say. Okay. I'm feeling guided to go ahead and move forward on the cards, the message and confirmation cards. I'm gonna go ahead and I have pre-shuffled these, but I'm gonna shuffle them again. Um, Look at this. I just split the deck. Oh my goodness. It's falling out. Ah, so I literally just split the deck and look, these ones are sticking out at me. Oh my gosh. I can't make this stuff up, you guys. First of all, Emperor. Somebody has a divine masculine emperor coming into their life, okay, in the future. Either they want to come back or they want to come in, a new one, okay? Take it as it resonates. Use your intuition. That's order, stability, someone that it represents order, stability. It's masculine energy. Uh, Again, this is not gender specific, okay? When I say masculine, it could be a feminine and masculine energy, okay? Or you could be in your emperor energy right now too, divine feminine, working towards your life goals, okay? But also, I feel like this is an emperor coming in, that romance. Authority, structure, fatherly protection. Aries is the sign that is representative of the emperor energy. Strategic thinking, leadership, and discipline to establish firm foundations. That firm foundations is really sticking out at me. So again, you could take this as it resonates because it could mean different things for different people. Some of you are in divine feminines or you're in your masculine energy. If you're a masculine gender, you could be in your emperor energy, okay? But I feel like this is also somebody coming in for like a divine feminine and somebody coming in, an emperor coming in. And then this new beginnings was right behind that. Okay. Again, this is a new beginning for you, new cycle, fresh start in life, work, or relationship. And I did channel that number 99. This also came out right behind that. Forgiveness is needed. So in order for this masculine to come in, whoever it is, whether it be, again, take it as it resonates, whether it be somebody from the past or new love, a new romance, okay, a fresh new person that you've never met. In order for this to fully come in, you have to release the past. You have to forgive and release the past hurts from people, okay, in order for that to come in. I'm getting that very strongly, okay? Oh, my word. Okay. Should I take these, Spirit? I don't. Okay. Okay. Brown eyes may be significant. Okay, this is just from splitting the deck. Brown eyes may be significant for one or the other of you in this connection, or maybe a past connection. Just take it as it resonates. Okay. 100. So 99 came out, and I've got 100 right here too. That was right behind it. Powerful new beginnings. Again, new beginnings. Infinite potential and divine support. That's what I was saying. Your angels are there and your guides are there if you ask them for support. Okay. You have to ask. Trust your intuition and set clear intentions. for what you want. You spirit. Facial hair may be significant. Okay. Um, and there's no coincidence. I did say that I feel like there's somebody who's getting the courage to come forward and speak that they were in regret and remorse. And citrine came out. That solar plexus right there. Citrine is a good stone to work on. It is a little bit harder to find the real stone. By the way, when I say, when I bring up these stones, don't go to Amazon. Okay, go to a reputable stone person, like a reputable seller that gets real stones. Okay, has authenticity and authentic stones, because there's a lot of fakes out there. Abundance and success, solar plexus chakra, self-confidence. So that's that self-confidence I was getting for this person to come speak their truth and apologize. Personal empowerment transmutes negative energy. I also feel like divine feminine, you're moving forward in your new beginning and for yourself, trying to heal and move forward and into your life purpose. And you may be got to work with that stone again. Use your intuition. Don't stop. Keep moving forward. Was right after that. Again, another sign of confirmation. Don't stop. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. This is somebody that if they're coming back, this is right after that. I don't feel worthy. This is somebody, and I feel like divine feminine, you've been healing this too, this worthiness wound. You both have been married and you've both felt not worthy of this love, this divine love in some way in your life. You haven't felt worthy, and maybe you shut yourself out or they shut themselves out, however, and you're in separation. And this was also there too, right behind that. I miss you badly. So somebody I think wants to come back and they want to, speak their truth and try to make peace at the very least. This could have a lot of passion. This is on the other side of the deck. When I split it, be a lot of passion with this person. Okay. Okay. What else, Spirit? I'm just gonna shuffle here. Um, Thank you, Spirit, for signs of confirmation. Is there any other messages that you need to come through for signs of confirmation for people, or things they needed to that know, or that will assist them on their ascension and healing journey and their spiritual awakening journey right now? Please, Spirit. Thank you for these messages. This is the last time I'm shuffling. There I'm shuffling. That's funny. Okay. You, Spirit. Any other signs of confirmation? I keep feeling like something's about to fall out. Just I look down. There's the only double-sided card that I have in this deck. That was on my part an accident. I always say this. This was not an accident. For Spirit made this. We are guiding you on one side, and then the cardinals, this is on the other side. So the sign of confirmation for somebody that their loved ones are assisting them. Okay. At this time, they're with you. Also, your angels are also sending you signs, confirmation through maybe cardinals that they're there with you. You could be seeing feathers or seeing cardinals. Okay. They are guiding you. They're assisting you. Again, ask for help if you need it. Departed loved ones or angelic presence, hope and new beginnings, embrace confidence and healthy boundaries. And also that could apply towards this person wanting to come back, embrace those healthy boundaries, keep the healthy boundaries. Okay. I'm just going to move this here. We are guiding you. Okay. So, you, Spirit. Okay. Two just fell out. I am really in love with you. So even if this is a new love coming in, there's spirit speaking to you. Also, if this is somebody returning, this person is really in love with you, that wants to speak their truth and tell you they're sorry and is in regret. They are really in love with you and they hid that. Feel like it was hidden. They never told you how they felt. Oh my goodness. This was right underneath that when it came out. When I lifted up that card, this one was sitting right underneath it. Phoenix rising. So this person is going through a death and transformation right now. And so have you. You're going through another one, I feel like, divine feminine, and moving more into your life purpose, letting go of more past pain and hurts, moving forward, on your path. You're going through another death and rebirth yourself in a way, but this divine masculine is really going through. I've been picking up a lot of that here lately in the collective messages, that this group of divine masculines is really going through tower moments. They're going through a death and rebirth right now, letting go of people, places, and things that no longer resonate for them. on their new, destined path. Okay, ego, death, rebirth, transformation, Scorpio, fire and light, death in the tarot card, which is Scorpio. Let go of the old, okay? They're being guided to let go of the old people, places, and things. They may be working on that now, okay? Being shown that through divine illumination. That was coming out in recent messages also, where they're being shown in divine illumination, God showing them, what needs to stay, what needs to go. And they're being guided, okay? They have to take the steps to do that. They have to make the free will choice to do that, but I feel like they're working on that right now, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Any other signs of confirmation that the collective needs to know at this time, please, and thank you, Spirit. Oh, something almost came out there. Okay. Bald head. I split the deck and it was right there. Bald head may also be significant. Again, take what resonates for you, because this could be for different people, okay? Trust your intuition. It was right after that. Trust your intuition with this person, okay, and coming through. And just in general, 333 was on the other side. Spiritual awakening. Another sign of confirmation. Some of you may be seeing this number synchronicity, 333s or 33s. Collaborate, pursue projects, spiritual awakening, divine protection, alignment, all open, honest communication, and emotional balance. This person has to come in balanced if they come back. They have to come in emotionally balanced. Thank you. Some of you may be seeing squirrels. That was right there too. Resourcefulness, playfulness, and preparation, balance, working hard for your future goals, and staying present, adaptable, and joyful in daily life. Yes, keeping your vibration high is so important. And I feel like, that's you working in your goals. You're working towards your goals of bettering yourself, healing yourself, letting things go, past hurts. You're moving forward maybe towards your life purpose. Maybe you ask, what is my life purpose? What am I supposed to do? Oh, I got signs of confirmation, goosebumps right there. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you may be seeking your life purpose, what it is. Look at that. I just split the deck, regret or remorse. I can't make this stuff up. A protector masculine is coming in. Signs of confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I can't make it up, you guys. So you definitely have a protector masculine coming in, a sign of confirmation. Somebody may be feeling regretful, remorse as masculine, and he wants to come in and make peace, okay? I'll put those down. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, this was right after that, feeling stagnant or stuck. This masculine is feeling stagnant or stuck until he comes and speaks his truth. I'm getting with that. Okay, regret or remorse. I'm going to put that over here. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay, right after that. Holy cow. I'm getting messages after messages when I pull. This is still the split deck. I don't feel good enough, or I don't have much to offer. This is what this masculine felt in the past. He didn't feel good enough for you. He put you on a pedestal, divine feminine. And he didn't feel like he had a whole lot to offer you. Okay. And I feel like this is what he's being guided. This is what he's working on right now. Building up that citrine came out and that solar plexus came out earlier in the message. So he's being guided, to work on that worthiness, the self-confidence, building that within himself, whatever it is, whether it's related to his finances or whatever. Believe in yourself was right after that. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Okay. You can do this. Okay. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Again, it's that solar plexus energy. Okay. All right. I'm taking it. Okay. So more after that on both sides of the deck. Look at this. I'm getting messages after messages right here to share. Carnelian, the artist stone, you may be guided to get this. Okay. It's for sacral or solar plexus. Okay. But it's considered the artist stone. Motivation, boldness, courage. Oh my goodness, that goes right along with the message for this divine masculine. But also the divine feminine, this may help you too moving forward in your life purpose. Maybe you're creating something and you're lacking that courage and this stone will help you if you're feeling stuck in that, okay? Willpower, self-esteem, courage, vitality, boldness, motivation, taking action, sacral or solar plexus. So that's a great stone for that. Oh my goodness, I'm getting more messages from the split deck. Okay, Unakite Jasper. You may feel guided to get Unakite Jasper to work with at this time. helps balance and process emotions. And open heart chakra promotes self-love, spiritual vision, new beginnings again. And third eye chakra, so you can get this divine downloads, okay? And I'm going to take these last two right here, okay, that I feel like are tied to this message. And there's ancestral healing going on right here, divine feminine and divine masculine, both sides. You're healing ancestral lineage, things that have gone on in the past, something maybe from a past life that you're writing between you two. You're teaching each other and you're clearing that karma. I was in my ego and prideful, because so this is this divine masculine, I feel like. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I am feeling guided to pull an animal card, one or two here. But if you please like, comment, subscribe if you can, to assist my channel. I greatly appreciate all of your love and support, those of you who have. But so that these messages can get out to those who need to see them. Any of your support will help assist with that. Happiness came out with the otter. Maybe some of you resonate with the otter spirit. It says, look at that, a lot of that was that throat chakra and third eye chakra. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to leave it here. I hope this helped you in some way. Please let me know. I'd love to hear it. And I hope you join me for a future message. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful, blessed day.